Golden Globes were last night. Here's our recap.
Piece de resistance.
Here's Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais says that this is his final year. He was the host of ceremonies, and take a listen.
TV game with a morning show, a superb drama, A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. Wow. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God.
And he's cursing right now. He's cursing. And he goes the fuck home. And then he takes a sip of his whatever it is, rum and coke.
God,
It's
Tim
already
Cook.
3 hours long.
Tom Hanks has a disappointed face. He's like,
let's do the first award. The first award.
The intro was so long.
Ricky Gervais was so good last night. What did you think?
I think his accent, so he had a lot of scathing, they use the word scathing jokes, and he pinpointed a lot of big names, people, corporations, but I think his accent just like literally makes it funny, and you could do no harm. I think Ricky did it in a way that isn't controversial. Like, he just kept saying, shut the fuck up, sit down, you all know you do it, like, shut up, and I just laughed. I was like, I love the accent with all of the jarring like words he was saying. I thought it was hilarious.
He's so good.
He's really good. Now, I don't think few people can do what he did. Seriously. He talked about ISIS and people thought it was funny.
I agree. I think, he's like, to me, like Dave Chappelle. They almost, and like what Joan River was, it's it's not just their comedy, but it's their mannerisms.
Yes.
So all of it together is so funny. It doesn't come off as hurtful necessarily.
Right.
Where I think sometimes, like in the past, they've had Chris Rock try to do it. They've had, I just remember Russell Brand trying to host MTV. It just was like, it doesn't work. Like, it's such a gift. He's so great to watch. I hope he comes back. I cannot believe he was actually saying that he had to run these jokes through lawyers.
And you think all these passed? I doubt it. I doubt it.
I'm like, wow, they actually, they pan to Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, in the audience, and then they go and do this joke. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's got to be like, you got to sit there. And Tim Cook's got to know, they do use sweatshops. So.
Yes, and I loved the reaction shots. I mean, they had a few surprise faces, like when they were doing the camera shots of like the people in the audience.
So good.
There was a lot of that, and that was good for me.
All right, Renee Zellweger accepting Best Actress Motion Picture for the film Judy, which I did see over the holiday. It was really good. People were upset because Renee Zellweger seemed to go from having a Southern accent.
I don't know what she was on. She was on something. Yeah, she had very Southern, but then it went to a weird
Then
Western.
it went back to, Okay, here's her talking about Judy.
Conversations that I have had with people internationally who just want to express their love for Judy Garland and tell about the great personal significance of her legacy and her humanity.
They're playing her off at this point.
Yes,
been
when the
a
music
great
comes on.
reminder that the choices that we make matter, what we make matters, and how we choose to honor each other in our lifetimes.
All right, this is when she's speaking English. Here's where she's more
Southern Belle.
Southern.
Thank you to the HFPA for inviting me back to the family reunion, especially with all these extraordinary ladies this year. I mean it, your work moves me. It moves me. And I've been cheering for y'all from theaters.
Yeah,
I've been cheering for y'all for theaters for a long time.
They don't give one fuck. They pan Charlize Theron, none of them are laughing. None of them.
Who
Anyway.
thanks their agents first? Me?
Me. Okay. And I love that they pan to the audience. The audience never seems like they're having a good time, do they? I mean, you guys
God, no, they really don't. I hate, would you ever go back and watch, I was thinking about this when they show the reaction shots, would you ever go back as a celebrity and watch people's reaction to your own stuff?
No.
I would be scared to.
Aren't these people all Hollywood friends? First of all, you're in an elite
First of all,
group.
you slept with half the room. So like what?
And they all look so angry at you. They're
angry.
like,
I'm like, I want to know the Hollywood dirt, because when Brad Pitt went up, they never showed Jennifer Aniston's face. That's the reaction shot y'all wanted, and they didn't give it to us.
Probably
she should have.
I know.
Yeah, because I'll get into Brad Pitt's. He annoyed me.
Well, I mean, I'm always amazed that they're not happier. And like, they don't laugh at Ricky Gervais's jokes. If I ever have the honor to be there,
we're gonna be like,
I would be dying. Dying.
They maybe think that they're gonna get backlash if they laugh along with the jokes that he was saying, even though they're dying inside, like they're laughing. But maybe they just feel worried that they can't reveal any of their feelings or emotions.
Here's Joaquin Phoenix, who made absolutely no sense.
Wackadoodle.
Okay, he's cursing right here, so.
It's like this thing that is created to sell advertisements for the TV show.
No, what is he talking about?
No
there?
clue.
That's what I didn't know.
I'm inspired by you.
He's cursing again.
Robert De Niro's face is stoic.
I can't believe the beautiful, mesmerizing, unique work that you've all...
Do you ever get depressed about Hollywood that, you've got to be so fucking
Crazy?
weird? Yeah,
As
to
I was
really
watching
make it.
Renee and Joaquin Phoenix. Yes, you have to be insane or just like a little bit very much out there, like otherworldly.
Patricia Arquette. They're all weird. They're all so weird, I think.
Well, people were saying that Patricia Arquette, her glasses, she was so drunk and like out there that she needed the glasses, like the blue tinted glasses to bring her back. I mean, I don't really know. And then, so are you going to play Brad Pitt's?
I'll play Brad Pitt's really quick. This is the part where he says he wishes that he brought his parents. I thought Brad Pitt's speech kind of made the most sense of anybody, sort of.
Yes.
Thanked Hollywood. He avoided all Angelina Jolie. He didn't thank his kids, as far as I remember. Here's him just talking about his parents.
And I want to say hi to my folks, because, hey.
God, he's hot. Even
They're
at
back
56.
in the Ozarks. I wanted to bring my mom, but I couldn't because any woman I stand next to, they say I'm dating. And
That annoyed
awkward. All right, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
The one joke of the night that went over really well was when he looked at Leo. He was like, "You're a big part of my life. I wouldn't be up here without you, and I still think you deserve the raft." That was like the joke of the night. Everyone loved it. But then he's being an ass, and he's being like, "I can't bring my mom as my date because people think I'm dating her." Oh, sit down, Brad Pitt.
I thought he looked so hot. I thought he looked so good at 56. I mean, and the guy has been written hard and put away wet. I mean, he's an alcoholic. I think he beat up one of his kids on a private jet. That's why he got divorced from Angelina Jolie, because he was drinking. So, I mean, the guy has been through it. Several marriages later, but bring your mom as your date. I don't understand. Like, we get it, you're hot, but like, take a seat. You're still. I feel like there were some people, Tom Hanks, Rita Wilson, Brad Pitt. I mean, they're such Hollywood legends. I mean, they are Hollywood legends. I don't think you're even going to get Hollywood legends like that anymore. I mean, when you
understand. I guess he maybe was just trying to do a joke.
Well, he's a horrible. I mean, he's not really a comic.
Right. He's a legend act. So big two moments of the night, I think, was Tom Hanks accepting his speech and Ellen DeGeneres accepting her speech, and both of them had amazing speeches. Everyone wants to listen to them talk.
But did you think it was odd that Ellen did not thank Portia? Like, she did think that was odd. Funny riff about my husband Jack. And my kids.
I just want to thank my husband Mark, and then everyone laughed though. It got a big laugh. If I was Portia, I'd been like, and me too, but she was trying to make a joke that like all women go up and they just like thank their husbands because without them they wouldn't be here. But that's your other part. So I liked the joke about her husband, but she should have been like, and shout out Portia, I love you.
I know. I always think it's a bad sign in Hollywood when they don't thank the significant other, because Ben Affleck did that. Relationship was kaput.
Kaput. Oh, Tom Hanks cried on stage. That's how much he loved his wife and kids. That was great, though.
I thought it was a weird moment.
Should we get into best and worst dressed?
Let's get into best and worst dressed. So, okay, let's start with your best, and then we'll go with your worst. So, what were who were your best dressed last night?
Okay, as a couple, I loved Ellen and Portia, and I loved Rita and Tom Hanks.
Okay.
As a couple, loved them. For best dressed, I'm going to have to go with ScarJo. That was one of the two we both had. ScarJo, she had this beautiful long red dress and then a little like sheer slit just to reveal just enough, but it was very tasteful.
Oh, I loved it.
She looked incredible. I'm going to say Cate Blanchett. And
really?
Yeah, I loved I don't know.
Really? It looked like a couple of doilies that had been like, I don't know, pressed or
let
something.
Me tell you, that was doilies done right. She looked like a yellow little angel. Doilies done wrong, we'll get to this, worst dressed, Gwyneth Paltrow. What in the Lord's poo-poo doilies was that?
Oh, that was, I mean, it was really a mess. I mean, it did look like a 1970s crochet.
1970s crochet. Okay.
Anybody else on your best dressed?
Saoirse Rowan, I thought hers was great. And
Saoirse.
Anna de Armas from Knives Out. She had a long blue gown. This was called
that was really nice. Ralph Lauren. It was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like very, that
blue
was gorgeous.
crystally. They called this the Disney princesses of award shows. So a lot of that. And then Morning Toast, if you guys know that podcast, they called it Meh Awards. They thought everyone was meh. Oh, what do you got?
I agree with them. Best dressed, I had Scarlett Johansson. I thought Priyanka Chopra looked amazing in the past. She can look really not great.
Her tan skin. If you guys caught that last award show recap,
Priyanka Chopra at the Met Gala. Yeah, she was a nope.
Today she was a yes.
Beyonce, I loved. Lots of controversy with Beyonce and Jay-Z. They showed up an hour late, did not do the red carpet. They brought their own champagne.
They're bringing their own party to the table.
And I love people who are like, oh, bae, just one of the gals, like for the people.
No, she was literally showing up on her own time. She's like, look, I don't really need to see the intro, red carpet.
You've never met two bigger sellouts in your life. I feel like they want to own the NFL and they're not relatable in any way, shape, or form.
Well,
but she was my best dressed.
But she was on your best dress. I thought she looked great too.
I also liked Reese Witherspoon in white. I thought she looked really, really great. I thought it was a little bit different with the kind of like ornate top that she had on.
Agreed.
Very, I thought well fitting. Worst dressed?
Busy Phillips was also great. They showed her
I
a
thought
lot.
Busy looked amazing too. Yeah. All right, who's on your worst?
Worst dressed. I'm gonna leave yours because you had the most funniest ever meme. So I'll leave that one to you. I'm gonna say Gwyneth Paltrow, poo poo doily. I don't know, it was crochet from like the 70s. I don't know what was going on, but it was just like definitely a goop knot. Taylor Swift, hated it. I didn't know what colors we're putting together.
Awful.
It was like canary yellow and royal blue. I thought the dress had like weird slits. I wasn't a fan. And Taylor Swift, you can do literally no wrong, but last night was
she
a
did
no
everything wrong. Honestly, could that bitch do one thing right last night? It was hideous. I mean, honestly.
We were not a fan of that. And then Phoebe Waller-Bridge from the show Fleabag, which won. And I'm so happy because that show is incredible. And we shat on it before when it got a bunch of awards. But you guys, after really I watched it, I binged it. I had to finish it. I didn't like her black and white tweed suit. I'm always a girl of tweed. I love blazers. But I don't know, not for the Golden Globes. I thought it was a little strange to wear like a tweed.
It wasn't fancy enough. It wasn't dressy.
Right. And like she went up to receive an award.
I can't wait until celebrities just start showing up in sweatpants. I feel like that's where it's headed, and yoga pants.
Well, I thought Kim Kardashian started the trend. I'm like, why doesn't she wear like a groutfit to the award shows? Let's just get that going.
I also had Gwyneth Paltrow as my worst dress. I also had Lucy Boynton. Now she's in The Politician. Boynton.
You say that perfectly.
She looked like she was wrapped in tinfoil. It was It was Louis Vuitton, and it was a hot mess. Then they glued a bunch of doilies to the top. You don't think it was that bad, but this is one of my worst looks. I mean, this bitch.
It does look a little tinfoily, but the way it was done, it's very delicate tinfoil.
Are you kidding?
Long tinsel. It does look like a Christmas decoration.
Mess. And then she went and smeared a bunch of silver crap all over her eyes and put 2 jewels. Okay, girl.
I'm getting Kesha vibes.
Honest to God, she looks like she's trying to like attract aliens from outer space, like giving them a target. I mean, it's so bad. And of course, my number one was J-Lo. I thought J-Lo looked like some sort of, patron saint, of poor decisions. I mean, she was really. That was my best. I mean, she is the patron saint. That was atrocious. Saint. It looked like holiday Barbie. It looked like a gift that had been wrapped by grandma. I mean, it looked like an angel topper that you'd put on your tree that had been beat the fuck up. It was bad.
And here's the thing. Her face, bomb, beat, looked great. Now, the hair, hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns.
What the actual... Okay, you can miss with your dress, but you should at least have your hair and makeup on point, okay? Her hair, I mean, it was just braids. Rapunzel, do not let your hair down because that shit is a mess.
It's a mess.
Hot cross buns up in this bitch. Okay, and... Kit Harrington, I literally want to fester inside of your asshole. I mean, Kit Harrington, literally best dressed all night, so hot.
It was so great, and he was the only person from Game of Thrones. I love how that used to be like Hollywood's darling, and now not a soul could get an invitation.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it was the biggest show, and now done 8 seasons. They're out. The cold, the winter, it's gone. Bye.
There's Here Today, Gone Tomorrow in Hollywood.
It is.
And literally, people on the red carpet were like, Kit, anyone from Game of Thrones yet? Not a one. He was like, I'm so lonely.
It must be a little odd that usually you're with your whole team and you're kind of flying solo tonight.
Yeah, I haven't got my gang. It's odd. It is odd. I haven't been to these things without the rest of us around. So I'm a little like jealous of the kind of Succession dudes or whatever.
No. Jealousy? No. Not jealous. Come on. What a run you guys have had.
Yeah.
Yes, because your show was the worst. It was the worst ending of all time.
Kid, do you miss your friends? Yes, I do.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I mean, what
Ryan
an ass
Seacrest
move
actually
of
asked me. He was like, I miss them all. Okay, the queen of
ass move from Hollywood. They couldn't give one single invite to anyone else. Mm-hmm. You know, the small one.
Arya Stark.
Arya Stark.
She's dead to everybody.
Okay.
Arya, they're over her.
Oh,
Girl of many face gods. Hopefully she got a different face because they weren't letting hers in.
Jesus. Okay. Well, Kit Harrington, anyway, you did right. You were the daddy.
We're going to end the show today with our Breast Dressed Awards. This is our own award that we've came up with, and this is who is rocking the most beautiful, tasteful cleavage. Okay?
Breast Dressed Awards.
Who are the nominees?
The nominees for today's award of Breast Dressed, Selma Hayek.
Okay. Loved it.
Priyanka Chopra.
Excellent.
Patricia Arquette. And Kerry Washington.
Excellent job. You did much better than Jennifer Aniston, who looked like she had to take a major shit when she was announcing. She literally, that's like when I have an IBS moment. I hold my belly like that, like, keep it in the tubes, keep it in the tubes. She did the same thing. She's like, and now...
that was weird.
Yeah.
Why did she do that?
I think she had to take a big dump. I think she was like really like...
Fuck. You know what? All the food was like, it was like, they were being health, what is it?
Vegetarian, vegan, like health,
yes,
natural source.
Natural sourced, right. No wonder everybody went out of there and just like pooped their pants.
Her colon was full.
Colon.
All right, here it is. Who is being crowned the Breast Dressed Award winner for 2020? All right. The award goes to...
The award goes to Selma Hayek!
Selma, those tits are hot!
Okay, one, where did those tits come from? Have those always been there?
She's always had beautiful, like,
bodacious.
Yes.
Hispanic.
I mean, and she had to be Kerry Washington. That looked like two pecs that were taped down. I mean, I've seen men with bigger breasts.
Okay,
like,
yes. So were we supposed to be distracted by like the gold diamond or like the diamonds down? I thought it was like a cool look, but it was mosquito bites. I mean, we're not looking at much here. We want to see like...
I wanted to see, is there a nipple on top of those pecs or what? I mean, it was literally, our intern said, what, breastbone? It was like literally...
Is it clavicle? No, what is it called?
Sternum.
The sternum.
Yeah.
Just saw a straight
what a
sternum
beautiful
right
sternum.
there.
I tweeted something about how like, oh, and Kerry Washington has the most beautiful pecs. And people were like, stop shaming her about her breast size.
While Kerry Washington had very little, I think Patricia Arquette gave us way too much. I mean, we were looking at melons. I literally thought when she turned profile,
and they were so
the
swollen.
tits were overfloweth. Okay, they were I thought the nipple was just gonna pop right out.
They were so swollen too. They were just like big and filled and ugh.
I mean, it looked like good size bosoms, but I was worried. I think that Selma did it tastefully, nice round boobs. I mean, wow, any man would want to just like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, there it is. There is our Golden Globes recap.